are here at Moneypenny's headquarters in Wrexham. Now, one thing we know about estate agency businesses is that no two of them are precisely alike. And occasionally, when we talk about estate agency at scale, we're going to be looking at building a bespoke team to handle our inquiries. Now, Sam, that's what you do here at Moneypenny.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the sort of work that you do.
So I'm one of the key account managers here at Moneypenny, looking after our bespoke customer teams. And that kind of service is tailored to the client to meet their requirements. None of them are the same. They all kind of vary. Kind of different things. We're using integration with their multi-channel support systems to be able to get that first call resolution, and completely fulfill that call there and then.
And just to be sort of clear about what that actually means in these bespoke teams that you're building, maybe for quite large businesses,
Yeah.
but you're keyed into their system. You've got access to their CRM.
Yeah.
When you're handling inquiries for them, it's going straight into their data.
Yeah.
There is no difference really between one of your team and one of their team, and that's the whole trick to it, really, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah.
It's trying to sort of integrate that as best as possible.
Yeah.
So what's that process? How do you go about learning what that takes? Because again, we've said that no two businesses are alike. So do you go undercover at the estate agents and sort of deep dive into what that's all about?
Yeah. There's been times where we've done kind of something of that nature to see how could we get involved here, where can we fit in this, and then there's obviously conversations to whether our systems here can integrate and how that goes about. Sometimes it might be an API that connects to that, and then we're able to gather that information for them, whether that be arranging a viewing or potentially evaluation, and then that dropping straight into their system for them.
So these are sort of essential day-to-day functions for that agent, and a lot of them don't have their viewing requests go anywhere else except to you guys. You're not an overflow, so you're the first port of call for that business.
Yeah.
That's a tremendous amount of responsibility, isn't
it? Yeah, it is, and it's great that clients trust us that much to have that responsibility. But yeah, we almost see our bespoke teams as almost their staff. We're part of their team. We're essentially working for them, which is really good.
And imagine it's the lifeblood of that business, because if you're generating valuation inquiries, that's what kind of sort of keeps estate agents going.
Yeah.
It's the first port of call for anybody, and it's really what we're all concentrating on.
Yeah.
It is the hugest responsibility. So in terms of knowing a little bit more about the businesses, that's one thing, but you really have to know your thing when it comes to property as well.
Absolutely.
So is there a sense that each member of that team is almost like a mini estate agent themselves?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And some of the guys in property have come from that world before Moneypenny, but for our specialist teams, they've been handpicked because of their knowledge in the property world, knowing that they know what information to gather to mean it's to get that information for the client.
So I refer to it being sort of estate agency businesses at scale. Is there a sort of size of estate agency business that a bespoke team account management is suitable for, or is there a sort of a level at which it doesn't work any lower than, say, 10 branches or something? Are we talking about big businesses?
So yeah, they are big businesses, but it all depends on the clients and their requirements. I mean, we can tailor it to whatever they need. Some of them, we're able to kind of property management. A lot of tenants that can call in, we can help with faults, etc. And we can do bookings, valuations, all that kind of thing. But it depends on the client and what their expectations are. So, it's always worth just having that initial discussion as to whether we wouldn't say, no, this isn't what we want to look for. We're looking for bigger, nationwide businesses, but it's having that initial discussion, really.
So you effectively build that solution bespoke to the agency's requirements at that time.
Absolutely.
Absolute fantastic service that you can rely on over here, with a little bit of flexibility as well, that's able to adapt to the growth of a healthy estate agency business. You could do a lot worse than speak to Sam and his team. Absolutely superb. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you very much for having me.